Yeah. Every week I slide in, break it down just right. Talking boats with the passion that I bring to the mic. From the big time plays to the moments we grind. You know I'm keeping it honest, that real talk every time. I've been watching this team since way back then, and now I'm riding with my people through the losses and wins. When you pull up to the show, you know what you gon' get. 4630 in the building, Chargers fan represent.
Chargers talk 4630, yeah, we break it down clean. Real fans, real talk, everything in between. From the field to the fans, every moment we see. Turn it up, tune in, it's the place to be. Chargers talk, Chargers talk, Chargers talk, Chargers talk, Chargers talk. Yeah, let's ride. Check out Stacy on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. And also don't forget about BoCap immediately following each Chargers game.
Hello and welcome to Chargers Talk 4630. I'm Stacy and I'm glad you decided to join me here today. Please like, share, and subscribe to get the latest content where you can catch me right here on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast. Now, let me address something that it irritates me sometimes, but at the same time, I get it because I believe I have a good understanding of how those conversations kind of define certain players in the NFL. Now, with all due respect, the Kansas City Chiefs have lost 4 of their last 5 games. Patrick Mahomes isn't playing at that elite level we're used to seeing. They're not running the ball really well. They've got injuries on the offensive line. Their defense isn't the same dominant group we've seen in years past. And yet, they are favored by 4 points against the Chargers at Arrowhead Sunday. Now, look, I understand the respect that the Chiefs get. They were the runner-up in last year's Super Bowl. They've been to 5 straight AFC championship games. Mahomes has 2 rings and been to 3 Super Bowls. So the league and Vegas are always going to give them the benefit of the doubt, right? That part makes sense to me. But here's the thing. We've seen this before. Leading up to the Monday night matchup between the Eagles and the Chargers, Philadelphia was struggling in so many phases of the game. And that's exactly why I felt comfortable predicting the Chargers win heading into that game on Sunday. And with Jim Harbaugh, I felt the Chargers had the X factor. And what happened? Exactly that. Even with Justin Herbert dealing with a broken bone in his left hand, even while getting sacked 7 times, the Chargers still found a way to beat the defending Super Bowl champs. Because let's be real, the Eagles, even at 8-5, don't look like last year's Eagles. Last season, they dominated people. Saquon Barkley was running wild, 200+ on everybody. And the defense was suffocating, and they controlled games from start to finish, right? This year, they're winning, but they're not imposing their will the same way. And the Chiefs kind of mirror that, except with a worse record. The Chiefs are not bad, but they don't dominate anyone anymore. And it's not like Mahomes has gotten so bad he's fallen off a cliff. It's that the league has gotten better around him. Look at Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen. The AFC is stacked now. Denver and the Chargers, they've taken steps forward this year. Even New England is having a great year at 11-2. So maybe it's not that Kansas City has slipped so dramatically. Maybe it is that the competition is finally caught up, right? And here's what I want to add. Something that I fully understand, but it still frustrates me. I get why the sports world doesn't give the Chargers the benefit of the doubt, right? We didn't win with Dan Fouts. We didn't win with Drew Brees. We didn't win with Phillip Rivers. And we haven't won anything with Justin Herbert yet. Something that I fully understand, but it still frustrates me. In fact, we haven't won with anybody. This is exactly why the fan base got so excited when Jim Harbaugh arrived, right? Because we knew we finally had a coach who could change that trajectory, change the attitude, and change the culture. I get it. Until you win something in this league, even just a playoff game, the media isn't going to give you the respect you feel like you've earned because the sports world is very narrative driven. They need a storyline to recycle until reality forces them to drop it, right? And with the Chargers, the easy narratives are they chargering. Like, what the hell is chargering? It's a narrative that was made up for the Chargers coming up short in games that happen to just stick. Can't win the big one.
Hey guys, I got to put you on to something I've been checking out. It's a company called Distill Union. They make these slick minimalistic wallets and magnetic key organizers, right? That just makes life easier. And get this, I've got an exclusive 20% off just for you. All you got to do is go to distilunion.com, make your purchase, and don't forget, when you check out, use my code ChargeTalk4630. I earn a small commission when you use my code, so when you buy, you're not only supporting me and the show, you're getting the best deal they offer.
Herbert has never won a playoff game. These labels are so convenient. They're simple, and they allow the media to define Justin Herbert and this organization without actually watching what's happening on the football field. And that's why winning matters so much. And it's got to matter for this franchise. That's why I root so hard for them, because once you start stacking playoff wins, once you make a real run, once you get to a Super Bowl, those narratives start to die. And suddenly the sports world has no choice but to give you some credibility, because every player, every coach, every organization, as prideful, wealthy, and professional as they are, they want to be mentioned when we talk about champions, great teams, great quarterbacks, great franchises. They want that respect from their peers, right? And you know what really hits me? You look at Aaron Rodgers. No matter how bad he plays in these later years, he will always be talked about differently. He will always be looked at through a different lens. Why? Because he won at the highest level. He has that ring. He has that hardware. And I want that so badly for Justin Herbert, right? I want that for Jim Harbaugh. I want that for us, Charger fans. We deserve to be talked about with the same respect. We want to be mentioned the way people talk about the Steelers and the Cowboys and the 49ers and the Patriots. These are organizations with trophies on the shelf, right? Harbaugh was brought here to help us get some hardware on our shelf. That's why you commit to Justin Herbert, because we have the coach, we have the quarterback, we have the defense, and I believe we have the running backs to do it too. And after this season, whatever the results are, the Chargers organization needs to pour every ounce of resources into this offensive line. Build that wall, because next season, you'll already have Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt to start with. Those are two great pieces to start off building that wall with. Now you got to go get a proven center. Go upgrade the guards. You fix that offensive line and look out. Just imagine where this team would be right now with Slater healthy all year, with the real center instead of Bradley Bozeman, who shouldn't even be in this league. Imagine a full season of a healthy Amari Hampton, Najee Harris, and Kamani Vidal in the mix. Imagine what Harbaugh could do with that. And through all of that adversity, all the injuries, Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh has still kept this team at 9-4, still right in the thick of the AFC race. That is entirely because of Justin Herbert, Jim Harbaugh, and Jesse Minter. The toughness, the grit, the leadership, the beating Herbert has taken. And just like the mailman, he still delivers. He still keeps them alive. He still gives them a chance to do something special, right? And if I hear one more person say, well, they ain't playing nobody, let me remind you that the two teams that played in last year's Super Bowl, that would be the Chiefs and the Eagles. The last time I checked, we've defeated both of them this year. So stop those stupid narratives that they ain't playing nobody. And they have a great shot at sweeping the Chiefs with a victory on Sunday. Y'all better stop it. This next stretch matters, because if you beat Kansas City again and then go into Denver with the AFC West on the line, if you make a real playoff run, then nobody will ever be able to deny Justin Herbert of his greatness or Jim Harbaugh for being one of the best coaches ever. And this organization will finally receive its proper respect. Thank you for listening and letting me get that off my chest. The next time I talk to you guys will be after the game Sunday on BoatCap, hosted by me and my son, Justin. Y'all check that out after the game if you haven't done so already. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Stacy. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a great Saturday. And let's boat up for Sunday. Let's get this win, number 10 in Arrowhead. And I'll see y'all later. Boat up.
4630 in the building. Chargers fan represent.
Chargers talk 4630, yeah, we break it down plain. Real fans, real talk, everything in but plain. From the field to the fans, every moment we see, turn it up to